2019 was an incredible year for G2, but with the Summoners Cup still missing from their trophy cabinet, the team has turned to young and promising AD carry star Rasmus Spring to see if he can turn their fortunes around.
If they actually do win this spring split with a role swap, that just actually destroys the confidence of all the other teams even more. Because it's like, if you can't even beat when they role swap, like what chance do you have?
You have a player role swapping. It's the same 5 players. Statistically, you guys are just worse. Now, admittedly, when we track week 4 last season, you were 8-0, right? True. And you're 6-2 now, so we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But you're just slightly worse in every metric.
And I think that our role swap, which remember happened because we wanted to have fun, and I think we're having very good fun, is working just fine.
Caps with a pentakill to assuade the naysayers. There's one down as Reckless falls. Nemesis trying to run away as well as Perks is just shredding through them. Hillestan's going to get the passive out of Wonder, but that's not going to be enough as he falls as well. 3-0 in favor of G2. G2 are inevitable. G2 are inescapable. Europe, G2 are your spring split champions.
G2 Esports are the best European League team ever. In 2019, they won both LEC splits, made it to the finals of the World Championships, and became the first EU team to win MSI.
This is what peak League of Legends looks like, and it comes from Europe! A world record! G2 Esports 3-0 will win MSI 2019!
But in order for this team to come together, Perks took a huge risk, role swapping to AD carry. A risk that resulted in him becoming one of the world's best AD carries, revolutionizing the bot lane meta in the process.
I think that whenever the pressure reaches its peak, he is the player that matches that pressure and overcomes it. And he role swapped and went from being an AD carry player that no one had any expectations for into becoming the best AD carry domestically. This guy has redefined how the role is played.
So after finding all of that success last year, you'd think that the MSI champions and world finalists would simply just run it back. But G2's 2 carries role swapped. Again, Perks returned to the mid lane where he's dominated for most of his career, while Caps, well, he made the jump into the world of AD carries.
Wait, you wanna go bottom?
Wait, and you wanna go mid lane?
Well...
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, I think I could, yeah.
And I think I could go bot lane.
Okay, well then... Wait, are we actually gonna do this?
I think we are. What's the worst that can happen?
In addition to the potential benefits of both players mastering 2 lanes, the role swap gave the team something to meme on.
I think that our role swap, which remember happened because we wanted to have fun, and I think we're having very good fun, is working just fine.
While Perks easily returned to his old star mid laner form, Caps wasn't so quick to adapt. Sometimes he'd look great, crushing it with Senna. Other times, he'd go 0-9 on Aphelios.
As Misfits are looking to take down the undefeated. Razok there with a parallel convergence, Febby going forward, but here comes the damage, Wonder forced away, already one down as Caps falls for what seems like the 100th time this game.
Sure, G2 were still at the top of the regular season standings, but compared to Summer, they just didn't look as dominant as they used to.
Statistically, you guys are just worse. Now, admittedly, when we track week 4 last season, you were 8-0, right? True. And you're 6-2 now, so we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. But you're just slightly worse in every metric.
And with Perks balling out in mid, fans' worries focused on Caps. Worries that became a reality come the playoffs.
Caps and Nicky can't stall this out. Maybe with the Mega Inferno Bomb, or maybe the Bardal, but it was just wasted there.
Can you believe it? The rookies have risen up. The defending EU champions in G2 Esports are on their back legs. There's no ways. 5 members are down. They've done it. It's the Mad Lions. They have unseated the champions. They have killed the kings. The rookies of Europe have taken down the world finalists and the 2-time 2019 champions. Mad Lions have earned this victory. Mad Lions have defeated G2.
I think it's really easy to say that G2 underperformed in comparison to what they did in regular splits, because like everyone's on the Caps like bandwagon hate now, but throughout the regular season he didn't ever play this bad. Like it was absurd how many times past 10 minutes he got caught in mid when his only job was to clear waves with something like Ziggs.
Caps and the rest of the G2 roster were sent to the losers bracket by Mad Lions, a roster made up of 4 rookies, and it turned out to be a major wake-up call.
If we can't even beat Mad, then like we have no chance against the rest.
Yep.
So we just make sure that we are at a much higher level. This split will not be won easily. Like even now, we still have to win 2 best of 5s and like back to back and within 2 days. But I believe we can do it because we want to do it, and we will put in the work to just become so much better than both of them.
I had to do it. It was like a good finish because he had the speech, you know.
That wake-up call was all they needed, because in their losers bracket run, Caps and G2 as a squad looked very different.
They finish the Baron. Caps jumping forward onto Upset, almost takes him out. Perks goes in and Upset is down. Called out by Caps, who dived in from the side. And that's a double for Caps. He's looking for 3, he's looking for more, he's looking for 4 as Nuke Duck gets exhausted and will fall. There's the triple. Destiny next on the menu for the quadra kill for Caps. Secures it with the auto attack. He's going for the penta. Will G2 steal it away from him because Alfari is trading, but the chains locks Alfari in place. Caps with a penta kill to assuade the naysayers. No one thought he could play well last week. Well, a penta puts them in their place.
Heading into their 4th consecutive domestic final, G2 were up against their longtime rivals, Fnatic. For Caps, this was his biggest challenge as an AD carry yet. Not only were Fnatic G2's biggest competition, they also had the league's best AD carry in Reckless. Luckily for G2, Caps had a plan.
Holy moly, they're like, okay, we've gone through Robin Schultz, we've gone through the pregame, let's get on into this match of League of Legends as quickly as we can. The Lulu is locked in. Fnatic unwilling to give up on this fight as they have been through the entire split. Mickey's going to flash away, just about manages to survive. Perks on his way across as well. Has yet to join this fight though, so it's a 4v5 still in favour of Fnatic, but they've already lost 1. And here comes the double knock-up, and here comes Perks from the side. It's a double for Cogmore. Another quick Baron from G2. I don't know if Fnatic are going to get there in time because there's only 1,000 HP left on it, and now it's gone. The Court of the Forge God coming out. Fnatic have to look to try and take this fight because G2, if they get out alive, they can just push through the side lane. Selfmade's already dead. Yankos takes him, and now Reckless trying to open up, but he's been caught in Cataclysm, devoured up by Mahilasam, but you have to watch Reckless as he is spat out into all of G2. 4-0 in favour of G2. They are demolishing Fnatic in these fights.
Fnatic, they funnel into the Baron pit thinking that they can finally get a 1-team fight versus G2, but we saw artillery tank Caps. That man did not move, and he was just spitting out all the damage onto the entire Fnatic lineup.
G2 are inevitable. G2 are inescapable. Europe, G2 are your spring split champions as they take down the Nexus and claim in the end their 7th title, matching the record set by Fnatic. 7 titles for G2.
Not only had Caps found the perfect counter to Fnatic's predictable drafting, his team fighting got dramatically better.
The Ornn ultimate doesn't connect, and then Whippo flashes and then tries to find the knock-up on Caps, and Caps is like Name in that team fight. He like takes like a slight sidestep, he's like outputting all his DPS, he's orb walking beautifully, like I understand that people are like, oh yeah, he just sat down and like
Well, that was one team fight. That was just like the one that came
was
to
the
mind.
Baron
I was
team
like,
fight.
yeah,
But Caps played that series really well.
Earning their 3rd consecutive domestic title, G2 proved that this experiment was a success. And despite some of the missteps along the way, it made them stronger.
G2 is by far and beyond super far ahead of everyone in 2v2 mid. Jankos Perks have a lot of history together and they figured out their early game issue. Last year, there was no early game from G2 most of the time. There was like, we kind of give the enemy a 3k gold lead, we give them hope, and then at 10 minutes we smack you up. Now, they smack you up from minute 2. Fantastic.
But for fans of Caps as an AD carry, I got some bad news for you. Come this summer, Perks and Caps are going back to their 2019 roles. Why, you might ask? Especially after they just won another domestic title? Caps doesn't like playing AD carry.
Swapping Perks back to AD and Caps mid doesn't change the fact that we improved the team. And basically, the main reason also why we do it is because Caps, similar like Perks after last year, is unhappy playing bot lane.
While they might be returning to their old roles, the skills they've learned through this spring experiment will carry over to this new roster.
Basically, what we mean by saying this is a better team, it's not about how the players individually fill their roles. It's about how we as a team identify mistakes and our game plan in the game.
And as for G2, they just got a whole lot scarier.
Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, hit the sub button and ring that notification bell. For unique bite-sized videos you won't find anywhere else, hit up our Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook pages.